line.
I need you to get off this high road and help me go after Jeffrey O'Neill.
I want you out of my hotel, and I want you out of my life, Mr. O'Neill.
So either you are the killer, or you know who is. And we're not going to leave this place until you tell me which one.
Coming up, John Shumway is in West Virginia at the home of former POW Jessica Lynch, where they're getting ready for her long-awaited homecoming.
And then hundreds of chickens discovered dead in a local neighborhood, leaving neighbors holding their noses and their tempers.
And the store owner is anxious to hear from the Powerball winner.
And John Burnett has the AccuWeather forecast at 4.
Sometimes people bring me more than just their pet.
That's Buddy.
Ooh, and about 100 of his closest friends. And when pets have fleas and ticks, your home and family might have them too. So I recommend Frontline Plus for dogs and cats. It kills fleas fast and lasts longer than any other leading brand. And it kills flea eggs and larvae. Frontline Plus also kills ticks, including those that may transmit Lyme disease. It's my job to keep dogs and cats healthy. Fleas and ticks, that's another story.
Frontline Plus, veterinarian's #1 choice.
Want to see twice the lashes? Try new CoverGirl Multiplying Mascara. Instead of clumping lashes together, it separates while lengthening with a breakthrough formula for the look of 2. 2 times the lashes. Multiplying Mascara.
You are 12 months old. You learn a lot through moving, which is why Pampers makes cruisers with unstoppable stretch. 8-way stretch to stretch in any way you can imagine. Pampers Cruisers. Inspired by babies, created by Pampers.
Thursday nights are chilly nights at Ladder Company 55. And when it's Wachowski's turn, it's a 5-alarmer. That means heartburn. And gas. These don't have the medicine to relieve both, but Gas X with Maalox does. Combining the proven heartburn relief of Maalox with the most powerful gas-fighting medicine around to relieve heartburn and gas fast. Gas X with Maalox beats the burn and the bloat fast.
If you suffer from the persistent joint pain of osteoarthritis, there's something you should know. There's a 24-hour way to manage your joint pain. It's Celebrex. Just one Celebrex has the proven strength to provide 24-hour relief from the joint pain of osteoarthritis. One pill, 24-hour relief. Doesn't that make sense when it comes to managing joint pain?
People with aspirin-sensitive asthma or allergic reactions due to aspirin or other arthritis medicines or certain drugs called sulfonamides should not take Celebrex. In rare cases, serious stomach problems such as bleeding can occur without warning. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems.
Talk to your doctor and find out why more people are discovering the Celebrex way to manage their joint pain.
Celebrate, celebrate. Simply irresistible.
Satisfy your craving with Slim Fast low-fat ice cream sandwiches and fudge bars.
Simply irresistible.
Now you can. New snacks from Slim Fast.
JCPenney biggest Saturday one-day only sale of the season. Save 20 to 60% store-wide. Plus extra coupon savings. $10 off the purchase of $50 or more. $15 off $75 or more. JCPenney.
Amber Tamblyn captured the hearts of millions on General Hospital. Now she's coming to primetime in a new drama.
I saw you today outside of your house.
Who are you?
I'm God.
No one can believe who Joan is talking to.
He was here. Her daughter's hallucinating men.
Not even her.
I get it. You're crazy.
From the executive producer of Judging Amy.
Is it weird that I have a crush on you?
I won't look like this the next time.
The next time?
I told you that crush thing wouldn't be a problem.
Joan of Arcadia, coming to CBS this fall.
This has been Guiding Light.
Eddie George of the Tennessee Titans helps the United Way build stronger communities by supporting programs that create safer neighborhoods. Eddie's work ethic is contagious. On the football field,
Come on, guys. Come on.
it's contagious. Slackers.
Now, KDKA TV News at 4.
Good afternoon. Police are investigating after 2 bodies were found in a home in Beaver County.
We know they are the bodies of an 18-year-old boy and his mother. Police say it appears to be a murder-suicide, and their investigation is focused on a note left by the son. Jessica Borg has been following this KDKA News Alert all afternoon, and she joins us live now from the scene with the latest. Jess?
Patrice, there are many unanswered questions this afternoon. What triggered a seemingly normal, loving teenager to kill his mother, then himself? Right now, police say this murder-suicide is in very many respects still a mystery. The one thing that could have provided insight, a handwritten suicide note left behind, didn't answer the big question. Why?
It's like a shock. You know, what makes kids do something like this?
No one wants to know that answer more than Terry Galino Sr. He came home from work at 7 this morning to find his wife, Valerie, and 18-year-old son, Terry Lee Jr., dead.
The son shot the mother with a high-powered rifle and then shot himself.
No one knows why. By all accounts, the hockey star and recent graduate of Center Township High School had everything going for him. He was set to study cars in college this fall and had a father and mother who loved him.
She loved Lee. She loves her, you know, her daughter. She's such a nice lady. Her dad was really nice. I mean, they were so open. You know, they're such an open, nice people. I mean, they accepted, you know, if somebody came over the house, they always made people feel welcome and stuff.
Best friend John Messenger worked with Terry Jr. doing lawn work this summer and never saw anything wrong.
The other day, we just went swimming after work and having fun. A couple people over. I mean, just like not a care in the world.
Neighbor Jenny Saltis worked with Valerie Galino for 15 years at a local hospital lab and says she didn't deserve this.
She was very friendly, quiet, always cheerful, and just a nice person.
Now, at this hour, the county coroner is conducting autopsies. They are also doing tests to see if drugs played any role in this. And we'll have much more on this tragic case coming up at 5. For now, reporting live in Beaver County, I'm Jessica Borg, KDKA TV News.
A Monessen man is suing several Westmoreland County officials who he says could have prevented his daughter's murder. Charles Koschak is serving a life sentence for killing 8-year-old Annette Bright 2 years ago. Now, her father, John Bright, says Koschak should have been in jail at the time. But he says Westmoreland County court officials took too long to revoke his probation on a corruption of minors charge. And the suit contends 3 weeks before the murder, Bright asked the Monessen police to imprison Koschak to protect his family, but he says nothing was done. Plans are now moving forward to close the state correctional institution at Waynesburg by November the 1st. The Department of Corrections plans to relocate the inmates and to transfer the staff from the minimum security prison over the next few months. In March, officials announced that prisons in Waynesburg and in Pittsburgh would be closed because of a drop in the Department of Corrections budget.
An emotional, tearful reunion, and our cameras that were there to catch it.
Hi, Mama. Let me see you, Mom. Let me see you. Hey, you're all right, Mommy.
A Virginia girl missing for 11 days was reunited with her mother early this morning. Police had been searching in several states for 14-year-old Ricola Lachey. Finally, the surveillance video helped them track her down at the bus station to Chicago to Pittsburgh. And during the 2 weeks she spent missing, she was spending time at this home in Beachview. When people who live there discovered she was missing, they called police.
Do you regret maybe letting her leave on her own?
Ma'am, my daughter should have never been on that Greyhound, and I blame myself because I should have been there, and then it'll never happen again.
The mother and daughter headed home to Virginia today, and police do not plan to file charges against the people who took the girl in during her stay in Pittsburgh.
A rude awakening for a neighborhood in the East Hills in the middle of the night. Police say the driver of a stolen car slammed into the side of a house on Singer Place. The car knocked out a pillar on the porch. Inspectors were called to the scene to make sure the house was not in danger of collapsing. As for the driver and the passenger, they ran away before police arrived. A 41-year-old woman is dead after a motorcycle accident in Butler County. It happened last night in Chicora when Ellen Fiskus of Cowansville lost control of her motorcycle and crossed over into the oncoming traffic on State Route 68. Terry Brown's truck hit the bike, sending Fiskus and her 10-year-old niece, who was riding on the back, flying off the bike. Both riders were wearing helmets. Fiskus died at the scene. Rescue crews airlifted the girl to Children's Hospital with severe injuries.
Plans for a proposed racetrack in the Hayes section of the city has some Baldwin residents rather upset. Several people showed up last night at a special meeting to ask questions about the blasting plans for the proposed horse racing track. Explosives would be needed to blast the land at that proposed site, and that has people who live near the area worried. They fear their homes could be damaged, and they say all the work will cause a huge disruption.
It's the only active strip mine in the city limits in a major metropolitan area in the country. It's just a completely foolish idea that we think we can get away with blasting and crushing and screening the activities that go on in a strip mine.
I think it's very unwise development for into a populated area. We've got all kinds of potentials for bad things happening, and they're going to happen for a long time.
People in that area recently received a letter warning them of the blasting plans. Officials say they all appraise those homes in the area before the blasting begins.
The uncertain future of U.S. Airways here in Pittsburgh continues to have a negative impact on Pittsburgh International Airport. A New York bond rating agency has downgraded the Allegheny County Airport Authority's bonds because U.S. Airways rejected its leases at Pittsburgh International. This comes 3 months after another agency lowered its grading for the Airport Authority's bonds. Now, in the meantime, the authority has filed papers in U.S. bankruptcy court challenging the airline's decision to value its agreement with the airport as worthless. The authority says the agreement is worth $1.4 billion and has filed a claim for that amount.
If you depend on a computer for work or email, well, you know how frustrating it can be when your screen freezes, and many times you lose hours of work. But now, a project at Carnegie Mellon University could prevent that from happening. CMU is getting $7 million from a federal agency to develop a new kind of smart software. The program is called PAL, and it would act like a personal assistant, compiling your reports as you go along. It's so advanced, it may even understand enough of the text of an email to schedule a meeting